As has been said previously, we're off on an adventure. This is going to be a slow roll. I warned everyone, and it probably won't be very many miles. In today's ELB ride, we're going to be starting off at the Lawrence Lewis Jr. Park, which you have seen in previous videos, and we'll probably end up at lunch at the Indian Fields Tavern, which is a really great place to eat along the Virginia Capitol Trail. So if you get a chance to eat there anytime, do so. It's really good food. All right, so here we are at Lawrence Lewis Jr. Park. We're gonna be heading out for a short little ride, probably not very fast. Get lunch at Indian Fields. Well, the Friday ELB rides are not about speed. Right, baby?
Yeah. Dan
showed up. We're hoping to get a couple other people to show up too. We'll see if that happens. They let us know they were coming, but we'll see. The ride leader today.
I am not the ride leader.
What she says goes. Corn has grown up pretty high around here already. We've gotten some decent amount of rain, but not too much rain, so the corn is really growing well around these parts. Normally these fields are flat, soybeans and other things, and you can't see very far. Today though, with the corn. As it turns out, we forgot a guy. Ken is with us. He's waiting down at Lawrence Lewis Park. We've already started out. He said, oh, I can catch you. And he can. But he was actually down at the boat dock, and we didn't drive down there to check the boat dock down by the river. You don't want to go down to the river and start by climbing a hill? But it was perfect timing. Had to do some adjustments on the ELB's trike because the high gear adjustment was a little bit out of adjustment right here, and the chain came off on the inside, but no big deal. So it was actually kind of perfect timing. So we'll stop and wait a few minutes for Ken. Now Dan, he doesn't have a YouTube channel. He just wants to get on my channel. So now I've got to talk to Dan and see what it is he did to his cat trike. All right, so what'd you do, Dan?
Remember I had the frame rubbed?
Okay.
So I put an idler on it and raised the chain up above the frame. Back here. I think you did the opposite on one of yours to lower it.
So here's what he's done. He had his chain, it was going underneath.
Yep, and it was
right here, and it was rubbing all the time. And so he's moved the idler to the top. So he's got an idler going from the top that goes down, and then down to the other idler. The return chain is still going through a chain tube.
That way I can use the smallest cog back there.
Yep.
When I feel antsy and feel like going fast.
If you got the TerraTrike dual idler and put it up front, you should be able to reroute the chain back down again. So tell me why you did that.
Because the chain was rubbing in the frame. I didn't want to wear a hole in the frame when I was using the number 11 cog.
So that might have something to do with the wheel extension, but Dan figured out a creative way to fix that and just route the chain over the frame. I don't know if that's something that's required. This is an early model speed. I want to say it's a 2005 or 6.
It is, yep.
So this is an early model speed with the Utah Trike's extension. All right, so back on the road. And I don't suspect that it's going to take very long for Ken to catch up with us. We weren't but 2 miles out. So he's a very fast rider. So I would suspect I'll see him in my mirrors or my radar very quickly. Speaking of the radar, I'm really liking this thing. It gives me warnings from other cyclists and cars I'm way over here on the Capitol Trail, and as you can see, the radar is mounted down low, kind of even, you know, the wheel kind of blocks some of the radar view, but I still get indications with no problems. But I'm really enjoying the Garmin radar. What happened? You broke the chain? Yep. Well, this is just an adventure. So just as a warning, never leave your friends behind at the start. Things happen to slow you down. After interviewing Dan about his nice little trike here for just a second, climbing a hill, and he popped the chain. So now he's got some quick links with him, so we'll fix the chain real quick and be on our way. Hopefully.
You want me to hold that and you can help?
I'm not gonna help, he's gonna get his hands all dirty.
Yeah, that's part of the game. We need a chain pull as well.
Huh? Okay, so we're just finishing up on Dan's bike. He's putting it back together. And this, my friends, is why you go to a wax chain.
Yeah, I know. Or carry gloves, which I have at times.
Don't you watch my channel, Dan?
Occasionally.
Difference, not wrong. That's a conversation we have at our house a lot. Difference, not wrong.
So Ken made it, joined us. Said that he was down by the boat ramp and somebody saw him and saw his trike and said, "Hey, I just saw some more of those. They were riding away."
I got kicked out of the family.
Come on, Ken, you're still part of the family. The adventure continues. We got.
Hopefully it won't happen again.
We got Dan's trike repaired. Hopefully that chain link is good.
There you go.
Oh, that feels good to be moving again. Exactly, that's what I was doing. Woo! Uh-oh. Come off again? You know, there was one time that I had to watch. Did we have 3 or 4 kids?
Just the two.
Just the twins.
Just the two.
So we just had the twins at the time. And I don't remember the details. I don't remember what happened that evening. But I gave her a night off and I watched the twins. And then...
I had a women's event
Oh, that's right.
during the day, and then all the husbands were meeting us at night.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And so I was taking care of them all that afternoon.
Okay.
And when I saw her that evening, I came in. And there was a bunch of people sitting around. I came in and I had, like, I don't know, a couple of 20s. And I threw it at her and I said, "I don't pay you enough."
Exactly.
It was only 120. We didn't have a couple 20s back then.
All right, well, you know, it's just like I
It
caught
just
a,
sounds better than the story.
Yeah.
I caught a fish this big one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there is. That's what I'm saying. There's a spring that goes here or inside here.
It's gone.
And you have a little bit, but not very much.
So I'd be further.
I think Jeff sold you a bum trike is what happened. So
Huh?
we're
Well,
good.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
thank
good.
you. That was nice.
That was nice.
He had that much trouble.
Well, troubles. So what's going to happen is now it looks like the rear derailleur may have broken its spring. When he started off today, the front derailleur already had a broken spring, so it looks like he might have a double derailleur replacement. Probably time to upgrade the chain and get that done too. fix the idlers, whatnot. So Dan is gonna call it a ride. The ELB is gonna go get the van, come back and pick him up. Me and Ken are gonna sprint out here for a little while and burn up some miles, and then we'll come back and meet him. And on the one day, Ken didn't bring his full bike shop. He has like 12 trikes in there. Watch out, Ken. Watch out. Okay, so we've made the turn and we're heading back. I just got the text from the ELB that she made it back to the van, has already picked up Dan, and they are loading up his trike. So we've got another 4 or 5 miles to head back to the park, Lawrence Lewis. But the cloud cover has moved in, and although it's humid and warm, it's not overbearing, it's not too hot. It's been actually pretty nice. So as long as you're moving, it's not so bad. And like I said, the cloud cover has made it really nice. What an adventure of a ride today though, huh? Good morning. We got chains falling off, chains breaking, derailleurs breaking. Oh, it always just kind of stacks up. There was one point where my chain came off too. I switched to the middle ring up front and the chain just kept on going and fell right off. Things always require maintenance. That's why God put mechanics on the planet. Looks like it might be time for a midsummer's tune-up. Okay, onward. All right, so that's it. That's another ride. The ELB is already done. She probably got about 8 miles in. I think the ELB has moved the van down to the lower part of Lawrence Lewis Jr. down by the boat ramp. So we're gonna ride down there, pick up Ken's car, load the trike up, and that'll be the end of the ride for the day. What an adventure. Okay, so I guess one of the things you do is never start off the ride. We're off on an adventure. How prophetic that was, and I didn't even know it. Remember to check out my web shops. They're in the description below. Buying t-shirts and stickers and decals helps support me in my adventures. And today was quite the adventure. All right, so until next time, cheers.